everybody always asks, like, how's the baby doing? But, like, what we really need to be asked is how the mama doing. How the mama doing? Let me tell you something. Motherhood is tried, tested, and drained me. Okay? Can I just talk about it for a moment? We're going to talk about it today. Hello everyone, Kayla here, and this is What the Kink, a natural hair channel. Obviously, we are here for a detangle and talk. Yes! We kind of already know what we're talking about, but let me talk about the detangle part because I know the girls is going to ask me questions about the detangle part. So the product that I am using is I'm actually using a mixture of products. I started off with the Be Pure Daytime Deep Conditioner from my Dollar Tree video, and I ran out of it. I maxed it out, and so I also had to mix it with the Bolero conditioner from my other Dollar Tree video. So we are definitely moving through the Dollar Tree conditioners, trying to get the collection down. So I'm back to just using my Diva Curl conditioner, which still has quite a bit of product in there because I have the big one. So that's the product. And then I am detangling my hair with the Denman Power Paddle, and I always link this in the description box when I use it. I'm going to link Amazon. That is their official Amazon, not no bootleg. Not no bootleg. It's actually legitimately from them. I actually think I purchased mine from that link. I had gotten a gift card for Christmas, and I purchased it from that link. So yes, it is the real deal, Holyfield. Go ahead and get it. And of course, when you purchase from Amazon, if you purchase anything within 24 hours of using my link, I actually get a kickback. So, and it don't matter what you buy. Maybe you bought a bookcase, child. They're going to give me the credit because you clicked my link at some point within the last 24 hours. All right, so anyways, motherhood, yes. So of course I'm putting this up because it's close to Mother's Day, and my last video, or maybe this one comes out first, child. I think my last video before this was also about motherhood. But if you've been missing these videos, I am a mom. My daughter, at the time that this video comes out, should be what, 9 months, child? I don't know. I'm not gonna do the math right now, but she's getting to be a big girl. She's getting to be a big girl. And honestly, there are things about motherhood that we don't talk about. There will be coughs because she go to the infant room of a preschool, and y'all know how that go. She had something 2 weeks ago, and she done brought it home for us to have as well, to share. So, in fact, I think I might go ahead and deep condition too. So let me go ahead and twist this actually. Anyways, so the first thing that I just got to talk about is lactation. Okay, if you are not familiar with what that means, lactation is, you know, producing milk. Lactation. And we got off to a really rough start. I really wanted to straight up like nurse my child, like straight from the tap, traditional style. But a couple of days into life, yes, days, it was brought to our attention that she was not getting much of anything, or anything at all. I don't know which one it was, from her nursing. So she was very hungry and she was very upset, guys. You know, and you don't know what you don't know, right? As a new mother. And so the reason why is because she had a tongue tie towards the back of her mouth. One that had her really tight and also made the top of her mouth really tight and made her cheeks really tight. Just real lot of tightness and stiffness. Like when she would drink, we did figure it out, y'all. We got her a bottle. I just said, make the emergency formula, and got her a bottle. And when she was drinking, she would be so tight and tense, like even with a bottle, because she had to be tight and tense on the boob because she really wasn't getting much of anything, guys. Horrible. So, they don't just want to just fix a tongue tie unless you get it like checked and they notice it in the hospital. I know in the hospital, they'll just fix it right there. But they want you to go to like therapy and see a doctor and all this kind of stuff. So for a couple of months, we did go to like this therapy type place, where they worked with her. And then, I did work with a lactation consultant. And the lactation consultant just made sure to protect my supply. And the whole idea was to like get her get her therapy, and then get the tongue tie released, and then get her back onto the boob. That was the whole plan. So I spent a lot of money and a lot of time on that as well. And by the time they got it fixed and I got my milk supply up and everything, I just could never get her back on. Like, she would cry uncontrollably trying to get her on, and just like, she didn't want to latch on, y'all. It was just, and then if she would get on, she would get frustrated because the milk wasn't coming out right away. So I just had to give that up. And I dealt with a lot of sadness over that. And I had to become an exclusively pumping mom. And exclusively pumping is not for the faint of heart, y'all. Like, I mean, first of all, if you're just getting started and you're like building your milk supply, you need to pump like 8 times a day. And that needs to include pumps in the middle of the night. It is a lot. And I carried on like that, hitting them 8 pumps, getting my ounces up. Like, I went all in, y'all. And I never was someone who produced what my child drank. Like, I produced, when she was younger, it was close to what she drank, but still slightly under. And then now, like, I produce half of what she drinks, like, in a day. So, like, I never was someone who had that oversupply. And I think it's because in the beginning, I started off, I wasn't pumping effectively. I didn't know I needed to pump. All these kind of things that got me off to kind of a bad start. So, excuse me, all these kind of things that got me off to like a rocky start. So I didn't tap into that. Like, some people can like give themselves an oversupply and stuff. I never tapped into that. So my body just didn't get the message that I needed more milk. So I did the 8 pumps all the way until we were coming up on Thanksgiving. And I'm like, this is a lot, like the pumping and all that. And I'm about to travel, and it's just going to be a mess. So I did switch to a schedule where I pumped 5 times a day. And switching to that 5 times a day schedule, I still produce the same amount of milk. Obviously, once you're past a certain point in your journey, you can pump less, and it's fine. Just don't go under a certain pump, and then you're going to start weaning, and you're going to get less and less milk. So I got to that point where 5 pumps a day, I'm still producing the amount that I'm going to produce. In fact, I actually started pumping slightly more when I switched to 5, so I guess I was tired, okay? So I now currently still pump 5 times a day, and I do think to myself, like, man, that is like quite a considerable amount of time that I could be doing other stuff during my day. Or sometimes it's like, man, like, it would be easier for me to manage my child right now if I didn't have to hook myself up to my pump. Yes, I have a pump that is like, it's a baby Buddha, so it's a mix between a traditional pump and a portable pump. So I am able to technically get up and walk around, but who want to walk around when you got things sticking out? Like who really want to walk around and be up like that? Not me. So, the pumping thing, yeah, that's why I exclusively pump. I value it. I know some people are like, well, you could just do formula. Well, I'm sorry. I value at least doing what I can do. If I couldn't nurse my child, and so, you know, at least I feel somewhat okay being able to still give her milk, even though it's not direct from the tap, okay? So, yeah, that's why I pump. It's a personal preference. It is what it is. So, anyways, my gripes with pumping, y'all. One big thing is that when you pump, you need to wear a pumping bra. Okay, girl? And the pumping bras, a lot of them are like more like a sports bra. Mama likes real bras over here. I like a real bra. I know the value of a real bra. I was one of those people that did the like fittings, would, you know, even if it turns out to be a weird size, I get the weird size. I also learned like the shape for my girls, like what bra shape and type is the best, and all of that. So I'm very much into a good bra. Okay, these pumping and nursing bras, child, most of them are like a sports bra with no padding or whatever. I can't do a no pad bra, like, no. And the ones that do have the actual padding that are more like a traditional bra, most of them are in that like triangle shape. I hate that triangle shape. They don't work for my girls. The type of bra that actually works for me is a balconette style. They tend to stay in place for me. I cannot find a pumping bra that is padded, that is in a balconette style. Like, I would be so happy and much more comfortable if I could find that, if that was available, but it's not. At least what I've seen. So if I'm wrong, let me know. So I have to wear a shape of bra that my girls are constantly shifting and trying to come out of, because it's inconvenient to switch bras. Because, you know, you just put the bra on when you need to pump. That's inconvenient. I'm doing things. I need to wear a pumping bra. I pump throughout the day, guys. So yeah, I've been wearing this bra style that I don't like for months now. Thankfully, we are going to be entering the weaning season soon. She's already eating real food, guys. Like, I made her a quesadilla that I'm like chilling on the counter out there, and I'm gonna cut it up and put it in her little lunchbox for school, so she can have a quesadilla for lunch tomorrow. So she eats now, but she's at the very beginning of eating. So hopefully we'll start to see those bottles come down, and then of course I'm gonna start tapering off, so that by her first birthday I am not producing milk anymore. So, and as soon as I'm done, I'm finna whip out one of my bras. I tell you what, because I did buy some bras as I increased in size in the pregnancy that are still really well fitted, proper shape, and whatever. So I have bras that are in a larger size than my pre-pregnancy size. So if I can't wear my pre-pregnancy size, I still got it prepared. I still got what I need. So I'm definitely excited. Oh, so excited to wear a balconette style, really well fitted, excellent bra. I can't wait to wear a good bra, y'all. Which leads me to another thing as far as like me and fitting and stuff like that. The weight. Of course, naturally, you do put on weight when you're pregnant because you're growing a life and you need to do that. Well, child, people be talking about they lose weight. I mean, of course, I had obviously a little bit of a drop. But I had almost like a weight plateau for the first 6 months. Weight was not going anywhere. And I was like, oh, so I guess I weigh more. And we're talking like almost 30 pounds up from what I normally weigh. I said, oh, well, I guess I'm here. I guess I'm here, child. So at that point, I said, I'm tired of looking like a bag lady, wearing maternity pants and all this. It's getting on my nerves. So I went and bought clothes. I did a little mini haul of Walmart clothes, because I needed something, and I said, but I didn't want to spend too much money. You know what I mean? So I bought some like pants and stuff. This was around Christmas time, must be, because some of the shirts were like Christmas sweatshirts and stuff. A lot of sweaters, a new jacket, things like that. So I bought me some clothes, and I was like, yes, I got things that fit. And now we're approaching the summertime, and we're getting around the time now where a lot of those pants that I bought, they don't really fit anymore. Like, if you can roll the jeans down, they don't fit, you know. And my mom was just here, and I gave my mom the jeans and like a pair of corduroy pants, because she was like, oh, and I'm surprised they fit in the style and they're cute and da-da-da. So she liked them. I've got more things in that size, but they weren't clean at the time, because I'm still wearing these things. I'm still wearing maternity pants for my dress pants because I don't have any. I'm still wearing these larger sized pants because I don't have any. I need to go do a shop or whatever. I did put some stuff up, like, you know, offering it for sale, and people really didn't bite, you know. And I said, I'm gonna try to sell this stuff for a quarter, and then after that, not the money a quarter, but for the time period a quarter, and then after that I'm going to just like take it off of here and like take it to Goodwill or something like that. Because it's not about making money. It's just like, if I can make money, I can and I will. But yeah, the weight is coming down slowly, like I said, because I am just now needing a smaller size. I'm still up. I'm still a ways away from my pre-pregnancy weight. Most people wouldn't know because I'm able to wear some of my pre-pregnancy clothes. But y'all, I want to put on my favorite pair of dress slacks. I could put on all my pants but I just can't zip them up. That's the thing. So I can put them on all the way and pull them all the way up. I just can't zip them. So I want to wear my clothes. I love my clothes. I like my clothes. I'm not someone who buys clothes very often. I have to really like something before I will take it home with me. So it's not like, I don't know. I just want to wear my clothes, and I can't. It's not even about the scale. I want to wear my clothes. That's all it is. So, And I know I can be up on the scale a little bit and still fit my clothes. I've had that before. If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch my how I lost 30 pounds video. And if you've seen that video, you know I didn't lose weight through like any hardcore dieting or anything. It's habits. And I pretty much have returned to my pre-pregnancy habits, but I cannot drop this weight. And, well, not that I can't drop it. I have, y'all. I have. My goal in the first quarter of the year was to lose 5 pounds, and I did that. And I'm already down into the second quarter goal. I'm already losing pounds. So, like, I am actively losing weight. But the thing is, I know that it is made harder, I think, by the fact that I am lactating. That has made it harder. A lot of people say that you burn all these extra calories and all this. And then some people say that lactating makes them eat a whole lot. I'm not eating a great deal more than pre-pregnancy. So that's not what it is for me. I think genuinely just the hormones and stuff involved in lactation are just literally just making it harder for me to lose weight. So I am like at this larger size, which is fine. But in order for me to have the same level of comfort or whatever that I have in my old clothes, I have to buy a whole new wardrobe. And I really don't want to do that. Especially not if I'm continuing to lose weight, and if I do end up eventually going back to my regular clothes, I don't want to have bought an entire wardrobe. Like, I already dropped money on the clothes that I did 6 months after, because I was like, I'm sick of this. And again, it's from Walmart, so I didn't spend too much money, but yeah, girl, it was a couple $100s now to be able to feel like I had something to wear every day. You know? And what am I doing now? Giving some of it away to my mom. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like that place where you want to have the clothes, but you don't want to spend the money. And then I keep getting like things in my inbox from like some of the shops that I like Pact. Pact is a little bit more expensive. I own some stuff from them, but I don't want to spend that kind of money on something that is like a different size. And then I end up not wearing that size long term. And then I've spent more money on the clothes. You see what I'm saying? Some of y'all is like, she talking about something that really ain't that big of a deal. Maybe not. But that's something that is getting on my nerves. You don't just lose the weight. And I'm not forever. And then some people act like you'll never get back to your size. I don't invite that negativity either, because I am losing weight. It's just really, really slow. And I think lactation is making it slow. And then there's a lot of hormonal changes, of course, with postpartum and all that. And one big hormonal change that my husband has only been noticing the last month or so, but it's been here for a while, is the hormonal acne. My face. My face. Y'all, I had really, 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 really bad acne on my body and on my face in high school and college. And then it eventually just cleared up. Like, I didn't do anything magical. It just cleared up. And I had many years of clear skin, and I appreciated it after having so much acne that was bad before. And now I no longer have a clear face. Let me finish this section and I will be able to show you guys what I'm talking about, because the lights and stuff and the distance kind of like is lightweight generous and makes it not as noticeable. Like here and then all over here, it's focused here on my face. And the thing is, guys, it's hormonal acne, meaning the cause is internal. So yes, you can do things on the outside, the topical things. And so yeah, I am following the acne.org regimen, which different from my regimen. My normal regimen, I would only wash my face like once a day. Now I'm doing 2 times a day. And then of course I'm incorporating a treatment, because that's a big part of the acne.org regimen. I normally would not do that. I normally just like wash my face and moisturize it and at night in the shower. Like, that's typically how I would do it. But I'm following the acne.org. The thing is, acne.org is topical. It's something you're doing on the outside. So there's only so much you can do. I think it has kept it at bay. Like, I feel like when something needs to come to a head, it comes to a head quickly and then goes away and flattens back out. And I feel like my face would probably be worse if I wasn't doing the acne.org regimen. But it's not going to go away until the hormones sort out. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm not going to take some internal whatever drugs for it, because like I said, I'm lactating. I don't want it to be in my milk or to affect my milk. So that's another factor. You know what I mean? And then at the roots here, I felt like I couldn't get all the product out. So I think there's some product in my roots, like shampoo and stuff. I was trying to rinse and rinse and rinse, and I just couldn't get it. And I hear it lathering. I'm just going to have to rinse really well after this. But anyways, as I was saying, I don't want to take something internally that would negatively affect my milk or would be in my milk or anything like that. So it's like, yeah, kind of a limitation on what I can do there. And I do think that with time, it'll probably just even back out, and that'll be the end of that. But I know people are going to suggest topical things, even though I just told you I'm doing something. And even though I just told you this is hormonal acne, indicating it is internal. Same thing with the video that I did on my postpartum shedding. Postpartum shedding is something that is internal. It is caused by something inside of you. And furthermore, I just got away with the ultimate scam of not having hair shed for 9 months. I think it's time. I think it's time for hair to come out. And it's a part of the hair's normal growth cycle. I don't want to stop shedding, a natural process. But yet, I did get people who, they mean well, so I don't, you know, I'm not mad at them for trying to help. But, you know, they were giving me all these topical outside solutions, like onion juice and all this. And guys, those things, they're topical. That's not going to help something that's internal, hormonal shedding. And I don't want to stop shedding. Stopping shedding is unrealistic. Shedding is something that is natural and supposed to happen. If you have hair, you're shedding like 100 hairs a day. So depending on how often or how not often you wash your hair, there you go. That's why you have as much of or as little shed hair. If you have, like, I have shed hair. Like, that's normal. It's natural. You know? And plus, if an onion can affect hormonal shedding like that, I don't need to be eating it. That's what my thought was. I'm like, oh, if it could do that, then it definitely don't need to go in my body. I don't need to eat it. You know what I mean? So it's like, yes, there are these things that are happening as changes that are related to having had a baby, but really there's only so much you can do, you know? And as far as the hormonal shedding, I know some people talk about they get like a bald spot or whatever. I have not noticed any like balding spots. I mean, I guess I could go back and look at my videos to really see if that's the case. I don't know, but I did notice a new gray hair, because I previously had a gray hair that was like back here. Now I have one at my temples here, and then there is this like the spots here and here. The hair was always like lighter there and stuff, but I have a bunch of short hairs that are really, 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 really light there, like growing in a lighter brown color. And I noticed, and I was like, okay, not too much on the hormonal changes in the hair. Like, I was ready for the shedding. We know you gonna shed, but can you, not too much, honey, not too much, okay? Can you not do the little gray hairs and stuff? That's a bit much. But I mean, if I think about it, I mean, realistically, I mean, let's call it what it is. I'm halfway to 40. Like, I'm halfway to 40. Like, you know, tell the truth and shame the devil. Babes, 40 is only 5 years away. Maybe I should have a gray hair by then. But then, you know, like my mom's side of the family isn't really gray like that. Like, my mom is not, like, gray haired. Despite the hair dye, she does still grow out of her root of her hair dark hair. My grandfather had like a small patch of gray right in the front, but literally he did not gray. Like, my grandma has gray hair though, with her, my grandfather's wife, my grandmother. But, my dad's side of the family though, they gray. They do gray. So I've got the graying genes in me, and it looks like even if I don't have a full head, I'm going to have gray spots. So that's okay. I now know of 2 gray hairs in existence on my head, okay? But despite all this stuff, like all these things that are like I'm ready to be done with, I still am happy with my choice to become a mother, and I don't regret it. This is not me griping. I feel like sometimes when people hear you complain, they're like, oh, shut up, stop complaining. Like, that's not what it is, babes. You missed the point if all you hear is someone complaining. Anyways, guys, this has been another Detangling Talk. Check the description box for the things if you're interested in anything that I mentioned, or just my regular discount links that I always have in the description box. They're down there too. I make videos every week, and I'll talk to you in the next one.